The East Brunswick Police Department, along with Mayor Brad Cohen, recognized and honored employees of the East Brunswick ShopRite who partnered with EBPD on the Blue Delivery program that delivered groceries to the senior community during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. The ShopRite employees received a proclamation from the mayor's office and a gift bag thanking them for their essential community service.
We literally got up from our office, drove to ShopRite, sat down with Gene Bortles as well as Mr. Cushman over at ShopRite, and it really was like a 5-minute conversation. This is what we want to do. How can we do it? How can we get going? And Gene, we've worked so close together over the past 3-4 months. I'm glad to call her my friend now. We text each other constantly, running ideas. We were doing this program. We were changing it at the whim. She did a great job. ShopRite put together a Blue Delivery team to help her in this. We ended up making 809 deliveries to our senior community in 20 days of delivery. We did 809 deliveries to over 200 residences through donations only, from people who just wanted to help the program to the seniors that we were delivering to. We ended up raising $6,000 in 3 months, which is unheard of. And it was just the outcry of the togetherness that we do have. And in today's world of everything that's going on and everybody being divided and confused and frustrated, this just really kind of humbles you and makes you really understand that this is 99% of the world, that we do work together. We have great relationships. We reach out to the community. We all get along and we all want to help each other. And I can't speak enough on the team from ShopRite that did this, handling the calls, handling the food services. The relationships that have built from that is just tremendous. And that just shows that this town, this community, built on the great leadership that we have now of togetherness, of how far we've come, and then this is where it's going to be, because this is our tradition, this is our leadership, and this is where we want our town to be.
Muhammad Ali actually once wrote that service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. And I think that in the middle of pandemic and the economic crisis that followed, you couldn't find a greater example of a town that's come together to do the right thing for those people who are in the greatest need. And that help, despite what we're talking about here today, which really is just phenomenal, came from all corners of the township. And it really starts to make you think that and value what it is that's most important in life, and that is your community. When speaking about our EBPD and the people here at ShopRite, it's just a classic example of what this town is built on. We have a base that's made up of its people, its organizations, and its business community. It actually sits at the center of our flag for the Township of East Brunswick. These are the things that are most important to us, and this is the times when it tends to come together. On times when people are hurting, we get our greatest help from each other, and that's what makes, I think, a town wonderful. People can disagree, we could agree to disagree, but even in times like this, we come down and we do what's most important for the town. East Brunswick Democratic organization, East Brunswick Republican organization contributed equally to the food that we have here today and the award. And I think that, again, an example of what it means when you boil down to a community. It's really the sum base of all its people. And when people are good, the community is great. So whereas the Saker ShopRite of East Brunswick store manager Kenny Cushman and the store professionals recognized that East Brunswick residents were in need during the COVID-19 pandemic, and whereas the Saker ShopRite of East Brunswick partnered with the East Brunswick Police Department to assist in delivering food and supplies to qualified seniors, 65+ community members, and families with special needs. The service was to help members of the community at high risk of being infected by COVID-19. And whereas today we demonstrate our gratitude, most of all for the ideals of generosity and selflessness which Saker ShopRite of East Brunswick, Kenny Cushman, and his staff have shared with our senior community and families with special needs. We thank the staff for the care and respect they have shown to our senior communities and the families with special needs a level of kindness and compassion which we all seek to emulate every day. Now therefore be it proclaimed that I, Brad Cohen, Mayor of the Township of East Brunswick, thank Kenny Cushman and his team at Sacred ShopRite of East Brunswick.